And President Obama may be about to get a Texas-sized greeting. Conservative protesters, many of them college-aged, are gathering right now at Texas A&M University. The president will be speaking to the Aggies at the invitation of former President Bush 41, George H.W. Bush, to honor community service volunteers and the 20th anniversary of the former president's 1,000 Points of Light service program. The president is not making a political visit, but the campus of Texas A&M is a well-known bastion of conservative politics, and that is what has brought out many of the protesters today. One of those protesters is Justin Pulliam. He's the chairman of the A&M Young Conservatives of Texas, and he joins us now. Justin, we heard from your university president that this is not a partisan event, that the presidents are there to talk about service. So why have a protest about health care?
Yes, sir. Well, our organization is all behind community service, but we are not for community health care. Everywhere the president goes, he is protested, and since A&M is a conservative university and our group's mission is to spread the conservative word, we felt that this was a great medium and opportunity for us to get our thoughts out to others.
Well, what specifically about the president's health care do you disagree with, since that's your issue?
One of our big protests that we're doing today is a petition against the health care draft. Under the Baucus Amendment, everyone would be forced to either buy private health insurance or opt into the government program. We are against this. We learned about this health care draft from a website called campusreform.org that helps conservative organizations.
Fair enough, but let's just follow up right there, just to be clear. So college students, conservatives, do not believe that younger people ought to have health insurance. It ought to be up to you whether you have health insurance or not. Is that the argument?
Yes, sir. We believe in the freedom of choice, and we believe that we should be able to buy whatever fits each individual's best interest.
Or not buy, as the case may be, right? I mean, if you're a younger person, you don't want to buy health insurance, so you don't want to feel like you're forced to do it. Is that the conservative argument?
Yes, sir. Many young people don't have high medical costs, so it would not make sense to force young people to buy expensive health care plans.
But Justin, to that point, that's part of the reason that people say health care is out of control, because young people who don't have health care, you are healthy, but then you use the emergency room as your health care, and someone has to pay for that when you don't have health insurance.
Yes, that's an excellent point. That's why I believe we should start moving away from prepaid health care plans and back to major medical insurance, where if something very bad and very expensive happens, you are covered, but you don't have to buy expensive plans for every doctor's visit and every medical treatment.
Justin, real quickly, finally, are you going to tolerate any of the Joker signs or Hitler mustaches on Obama signs that have popped up in other places?
Not at all. We've been very strict on who gets to stand with us and protest with us. We've reviewed all the signs, and we've made sure everything is policy-related. We are very glad that President Obama is here to speak to the Aggies today.
All right, Justin Pulliam, chairman of the A&M Young Conservatives of Texas, thank you very much. And tell me, there's no better place than a college campus to have a vigorous exchange of ideas.
Especially that college campus, rough and tumble. When your guys are the yell leaders, you know they're tough when a guy can be a cheerleader and still not get in trouble.
Indeed. Coming up.